let me show you how I've made my Moterm rings from this to this. Let's get going, shall we? Hello everybody, it's Edwina from My Craft Orchard. How are you? I thought I would do a how-to video today. I've had this Moterm, I had it off AliExpress, I've had it a few years. It's a lovely pink, it's so soft. But I haven't really used it. And I don't know why I haven't used it, but because I love it. So I thought I'd have a go. I saw a post on Instagram, one of my planner groups, asking about removing rings from a Moterm cover and how to get rid of the holes. So I thought, oh, let me get my Moterm out and have a look. So as you can see, I've actually already removed the rings, but there are these screws. So all you do is you unscrew the bolts that go through these holes here, and then what's happened, if you take that out, then what you've got is there's like a metal piece down here, and it's all sewn in at the back because there's a big back pocket. Now what some people have suggested is you cut this line in and you pull the studs and the piece of metal out, and then you've got a normal notebook cover. The thing is though, I might want to put my rings back in here, and see, I've just taken that off and it's just left a stud. These studs aren't going to move anywhere, but they stick out quite a way, you see. But I don't want to cut this back pocket, because if you're putting a piece of paper in there and there's a cut here and you haven't sewed it up properly, then it's going to get stuck, if that makes sense. So I don't want to remove this middle section. All I want to do is take the rings out and make it into a notebook. So I took the rings out, just a simple screwdriver, unscrewed that top bit off, top and bottom, and then what I've done is I've just screwed them back in, so there isn't a hole. So the one thing I thought I could do is round the studs I could actually attach a piece of elastic and make it into a traveller's notebook. So I've got a piece of elastic going around there like that, and then you can slip your notebooks in. The problem with that I found is an A5 notebook, this is an A5, is then too big for the strings. So if you're using a smaller notebook, a B6 or a pocket, a personal size, that would be fine. But for the A5, you probably could make it work, but you've got these studs in the way. So I sat with a cup of coffee, as you do, and thought, how can I use these studs for an A5 notebook? So I grabbed this. This is a cheapy notebook I had it at the pound shop. I just really like the cover. The paper's pretty rubbish, to be honest. It's very thin and ink goes through it. But I use it as like a scrapbook, as a not scrapbook, like a note taking, a ideas jotter, you know, a scribble book basically. And I thought, I wonder if these rings would attach themselves to these studs. So what I did was I literally threaded those two through the rings like that, and it's actually really sturdy. They might come out at some point, but it also means because they're on rings, you can use that notebook in the middle as well, like that. So I thought that was quite good. Now, because it's a large, because if you look down there, there's now a lot of space. Okay, I thought, what else can I do with this? Well, this is, I've taken it apart because I'm gonna do some, I'm gonna put a new cover on it. But this is again a cheapy notebook I'm just using as a bullet journal. I've sort of come out of my rings because I'm not very happy with them. It's so I've come out of my rings, and I thought, well, will that drop in that back pocket there? So with this, you've got a big pocket there, and then you've got 1, 2. So what I've done is, let's take the plastic folder off. I would leave the plastic folder on. I tried tucking it into the back there, and that worked quite well. It's not going to work, is it, without the plastic folder on? Because it's going to be the wrong thickness. Bear with me. There. So that would tuck right into that very back nicely and sit very nicely, and you could use it, or it will actually fit into that second one as well, but that then moves it a bit further over to this edge, and that works quite well. The only thing I've got now, being in that second pocket, it sort of doesn't lie as flat as I would like, whereas when in the bigger pocket it was lying a bit better. And also it'll be easier to take in and out. I could either use it there like that, because that's lying really flat, or I could just take it out and then use it on my desk. So that's what I thought for the back pocket. And then I thought, well, will that fit in the front pocket? Well, it does exactly the same, because again, you've got this big flap here, and you've got the index cards, so that will fit nicely into there as well. Not a problem. There's a couple of options there. So that's like a soft book. So what about a hard book? So this is a weekly planner that I'm using to mark out my Instagram and when I'm posting on YouTube, just to give a bit of more of a focus, rather than put it into my main planner, which is what I was trying to do. I thought I'll just try a different one. So the hard one won't really go into the back, the front cover, sorry. So let's just try it in the back, shall we? Because I haven't done that. Now, there is an elastic on this. No, I don't like that. So the hardcover, this particular hardcover, which actually that's slightly bigger than A5, won't go in. Let me just take them off there, because this is a hardcover as well. The hardcover will sit in nicely, look. Okay, so a hardcover will sit in the back and it will sit in the front as well. Yep, no problem. Lovely. Right then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that back onto the rings, because I've just took it off, for a notebook. This one I'm going to put just sitting at the back. I think I'm just going to just leave it there, because if you just leave it out of the pocket, it actually fits nice. And then this one I'm actually going to put a cover on. Do you know what? No, I'm going to swap it over. I'm going to put that one in the back in the pocket, and then I'm going to put that one at the front like that, because I can always take that out to use those two. And there you have it. So what I can now do with this is I could decorate the pockets. I'm going to recover that yellow with the monthly theme. So if you want to see how I do that, that will be in another video. And yeah, I think that worked really, really well. Comment down below what you think. Have you taken rings out of a planner? Have you decided that you love your Moterm but want to take the rings out and need a way of using it? Why not have a go with this? I haven't tried it. This is something I'm sort of just set up and need to work it, if that makes sense. And I'll let you know on the progress in the next few weeks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe for new videos on planning and journaling and how-tos and all those sort of things. I'll see you next time. Bye.